Hello, welcome everybody. Another day, another dollar. It's Manly Monday. After a wonderful weekend, we got Manly Mondays. Собака. Привет, собака. And this Manly Monday, we're going to have a good day today. Although it's a dreary day here in Toomey. It's gray and dreary. Sorry about the road noise right there. I'll make sure I edit it down. But it's a gray and dreary day. And yeah. So I know I'm walking through my favorite park again, but it's the only place where we get the most tranquility, the quietest. It has the most green. It's the biggest green park around. There's lots of green in between the old Soviet buildings, but here's the only place where you get actually greenery in a decently large amount. So, but yeah, Manly Mondays. Today we're going to continue the mini-series about why we should become men. And in this episode, we are talking about biology, the male biology. Again, so green. December. It's starting to become mid-December, and it's past mid-December, and it's so green. It's almost Christmas for you Western folk. Yeah. Biology of men. So, us men, first and foremost, obviously, male men have XY chromosome. You can't just say, oh, I'm a man. No. There's many differences in biology between male and female, and some of the male ones we'll talk about today, right? First and foremost, XY chromosome. The Y chromosome is proponent of the higher testosterone levels, right? Which in men, we have much higher test levels than females. Well, up to 1,000 nanograms per deciliter for active and strong men. But they can range between, I think, 350, if I remember correctly, 350 all the way up to 1,000. So it's quite impressive. And with all that testosterone, it allows us to get big, get strong, have strong muscles, right? So we can lift things, hit things heavily, defend, fight, and all those things, protect the women and children. And within these muscles that we have faster muscle twitch, right? Like the twitching of the fibers. That allows for faster reactions, harder hits, faster movements, things like that. So not only are we bigger and stronger, we can also do things quicker and more agile. So then, look at this woman getting pulled around. So you talk about strength. She's just getting dragged around by the dog. Because even a dog is stronger than... Big dogs are even stronger than women. But, yeah. That fast muscle twitch allows us to... Oh, I like these new buildings they put up. They look cool. But I don't know how good they actually are on the inside, or how well built they are, because Jordan's not the greatest at building things. So... But yeah, that faster muscle twitch allows us for, you know, quicker movements, better at sports, better at fighting, better at all those things. So it's definitely useful there. And then, of course, there's the reproduction processes. Right, male reproduction processes. We're biologically made to spread seed. Right? Like, you know, we can get 3 women pregnant a day every day if we wanted to. If we could. If we can, not if we wanted to, if we could. right? If we were able to find enough of those women. But yeah, no, we can do that. And there is no biological clock. There is no end date for us. We can continue doing that till the day we die. Whereas females, you know, once they hit 30, you're starting to race against the clock. Once you're at 35, it's very, very, very hard. And once you hit 40, it's damn near impossible. You hit the wall. Ladies, men don't have the wall. You don't have a wall. You do. So that's a biological difference, right? Also, during sexual intercourse, goes along with spreading with as much seed as possible. Males release oxytocin when they have sex, but only localized in their penis. I know, it's weird. Whereas females, when they have sex, they release oxytocin into the brain. And it's called pair bonding. It happens not only during sex, but during breastfeeding. That's why breastfeeding is so important for children, because it increases oxytocin, pair bonding between the mother and the child. Both, not just one or the other. Both. So that oxytocin is released and goes into the brain. And yeah, well, they become pair bonded. Same during sex. Females that have sex release oxytocin, increases the pair bonding, and wants that sexual desire to stay with that man. So just some more of the greenery park. I know. I'm shocked. I come from Canada. My parents right now have ice and snow and like -30, -40. And I'm in Batumi. It's 14, a little rainy. It's starting to rain now, actually, so you can see on my glasses. But it's 14 degrees and rainy and green. It's amazing. But no, that pair bonding, very important. And here's the other thing. I know this is about male biology. Quick side note on female biology is the more sex you have, the more different partners you have, the less oxytocin is released into the brain. And that carries through even when you're breastfeeding, right? So when you breastfeed with your child, the less oxytocin is released into your brain. So you don't pair bond with your children as much. So you care less about your children. You become a worse mother. And yeah. And men inherently know that biologically, right? Because we, you know, a woman with lots of bodies, we don't want. Because if for biology, right, male biology, we can't ensure paternity, right? Females do. They have the child, it's theirs. Males can't, so we want a woman that's only exclusive to us and hasn't been with other men. Because we know too, with the oxytocin, blah, blah. We don't know, but it's an inherent subconscious biology. So yeah. And yeah, there's many biological differences, right? Men's neuron synapses, where our brains are more localized for the logical or rational reasoning of life, right? So we see a problem, we fix it, or we find the solution, we solve the problem, right? We're very set to be stoic. Yeah, we do have emotions, but proper men follow stoicism, because, you know, if you're out on your hunt trying to get that big mammoth and Bobby goes down, he's dead, you can't sit there and cry, right? If you're in war, Mark takes one, he's out of the gun, he's out of the game, he's gone. You know, you can't sit there and cry over Mark, because he'll die too. Or if you're defending your land especially, you can't sit there and cry over the guy that just got whacked. You gotta stand and fight, because your woman, your children are at risk. So men have no room for emotions. They can't. They have to have zero. Yeah, maybe happiness and anger. Only two, right? Like I said in the previous video, Sir Lancelot, devil on the battlefield, dove with the ladies. So it's yeah, We have that rational brain, though. We think rationally, logically. We think in the real world terms. None of this fantasy land. Men tend to work with generalities too. What if, right? Averages, what ifs. No what ifs or exceptions don't really fall into those categories too much because it's rare. So yeah, I think I've blabbered on long enough. Show this nice little open area here. Pop a little squat on this bench to give my outro. Oh, there's the sea back there. And yeah. So that's male biology. There's so much more to it. This is like a tiny little sample set of it. This is a very simplified version of it. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey of improvement every day. Getting better at making videos, getting more confident with people around, getting less fat, more fit, and learning new things every day. Studying new things, learning new things, pushing myself to higher limits to become a better man, a good man, a strong man, a man of a man, right? And I hope to inspire other people to do this. Not only men, but women as well. Right? I'll talk about that in other videos. But we should all be here to improve ourselves in our set gender roles. Men being men, women being women. And work with nature, work with biology, work with what God made us, our creators made us. Right? Work with that instead of against it. That way we can live in the real world and have happy lives. None of that wokeism, transgenderism, feminism, none of that stuff. Live in the real world. It's unforgiving, but if we do it properly, we work hard, we improve ourselves, we can have a good and happy life. So thank you for being here, and until next time.